Hi guys, Mimish, everything I say is not financial advice, my personal opinion. Let me fix my sound. Uh, yes, my mic is low again. Um, cool stuff. Let's see. I'm already done with my years. So now it's time to go through the months because we had both close of the months and the year. Spy. We'll see how Spy react to Venezuela situation tomorrow. I don't want to comment anything on this because I don't know anything unless a military aggression is a military aggression and there is absolutely no excuse or justification for it in the modern world, I think. That's how I feel about it. Yeah, this volume does not look good. I have a friend who's super excited about um, artificial intelligence and how it's like he's in a frenzy. Like every time I talk to him, I was like, bro, you should check out this and tell me if you're not in a bubble. Can be anything. Why do I not have the levels? Yeah. Why do I not have the levels? This is a massacre. What was it? Uh, yeah. Here's one of the first changes. So since this is transition extremum, we should not be checking out this level. Those are the rules. Excuse me. These are the rules. What am I looking for? Not good for daily watch. Not good for any watch. Netflix is on the roll. I mean, short, short one. They're identical. So can check both, can check the latest one. I think the latest one makes more sense because this one is a breaking bar, but just in the beginning of the thing. And this is, or maybe it was not from the month. No. Oh, again, I think it was based at year. I don't know. I don't know what it was, but definitely this is a transition extreme. Pfizer. Sorry. That's a big change on Toyota. That actually what was that's actually what my trading coach was talking about some months ago. That maybe it's a break. Huh. It did a test of this level. Yeah, that was a test. Ooh, okay. That's annoying here. We don't need it. Yeah. On our monthly chart. But then none of this makes any sense. Yeah. And we are in the middle of nowhere, just hanging out. Mm-hmm. That's a break. And that looks like uh, I don't know what to make of it. This 0.5 after it went below the no. I have too much stuff to deal with. I don't know what it is. What this is. Am I annoying fixing myself on the go with my language? Just how it goes for English second language speakers. So please be patient with me. I'm trying to be better for you, which is a lie for myself, of course, but uh, if you're watching this, I'm trying for you as well. That's 0.5. We have room to go, but we need to break first. Why like this 0.5 doesn't apply yet? Yeah, it's like that. Um, maybe we're in the beginning of a big correction, recession, depression. This is beautiful. An oracle. And I made some money on oracle. Fair. Good deal. This is a sign of strength for now. Oops. Look at this guy. Doesn't look good. This volume. It does not look good. Maybe on the monthly watch. When it comes here, something to keep an eye on. I think, yeah, I think we have a new sign of strength. On micro, what is like micro okay, that's our monthly. What's monthly on Google? There's nothing monthly on Google. I think boom, Diageo. Buy the price. It's not even on the monthly watch. I don't need it on the monthly watch. Boom. Boom, 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 boom. Um, it's there. Russia, of course, can gain significantly from United States getting involved in a full-scale war on its own, which means that it will have less and less uh, of resource available for Ukraine. That's just the truth. So I think it would be fair to say that United States lost Ukraine to Russia or China in a larger sense. So now it needs a winning war to raise the spirit. And the biggest oil reserve. That's how it goes. So I think Russian market can gain significantly, while American can go in correction, recession, depression, just because markets don't like war, and Russian market was living in the wartime for over 3 years now. 3, 4, 5, 4 is going to be in February. So, so the news that United States will have to get distracted with its own war now will be can be a positive factor for uh, Russian market. And you guys, I just saw one of the big brokers, one of the biggest brokers of United States just sent a pamphlet saying how attractive the gold is nowadays. It's just like I'm not big on conspiracies, but I'm reading on the loop via Hermoso Chavez's Wyckoff 2.0, where he talks, and not only him, but a lot of people talk about how media supports smart money generating an opposite to the desired move environment. So when they need to sell, it creates a very positive environment. And they use retirement funds for that. That's the most frustrating thing. So I just saw an email from one of the biggest brokers saying that gold is such a great asset for your retirement market, retirement. Just tell me, anyone, is gold a good asset to buy right now? And they go off about how it's like a reserve um, asset for turbulent time and wartime and everything. But tell me, anyone in their like good mind, is gold a good asset to buy right now? And that's a very reputable, one of the most reputable brokers in the world, I'd say. Tell me they don't do it on purpose. Just not caring about their reputation, not caring about what they like look like in the eyes of anyone who can see. Just tell me, is gold a good asset to buy right now? And I couldn't believe my eyes. I was reading it, and I'm subscribed, so it's not like I missed them going off about gold. Mm. Here or when the like war started in Ukraine and saying, "Hey guys, buy it now," or like here. No, I wasn't subscribed to them yet, but here I was subscribed. So here we're not talking about buying gold. Now with this volume at the highest high, they're talking about buying gold. Can you freaking believe it? Tell me it's not media supporting um, smart money as much as I'd prefer not to. Uh, hey, is there none of forex is velocity? Chicago merchant, what's called Chicago Commodity Exchange? Like, is there gold futures with volumes except for like Russia? But anyway, you get the message, right? You get the point. I was like, this is really by the book because I remember when my training coach or when I read it in via Hermosa Chavez. No, no, my trading coach wouldn't talk about that. But via Hermosa Chavez. And I've heard it before, read it from other different authors. And I was like, come on, you guys. I mean, you probably believe in like COVID-19 vaccination uh, conspiracy if you're talking about like this huge global scale conspiracy of media being like supporting, creating negative media environment around that assets when they want to buy them, and very positive environment about assets that they want to sell the smart money. And like literally yesterday I get a affirmative confirmation because I mean it's like no one who has any kind of financial literacy would tell that gold is a good asset to buy now. It's just, or Eli Lilly for that matter. At least Eli Lilly is a company, so they can experience exponential growth because they're like in the trend because their technology changed and everything. Or what changed on gold so much so it will do like after this 3 year like rally, it will do another 3 year. So it's like 4,300 right now from 15. So it's like more than doubled in price, almost tripled in price in 3 years. Was growing 100% per year for the last 3 years. So how long will it go now? I wouldn't touch it. I would just not touch it. So this bar, the entire month, it was like nowhere. I wouldn't touch it. Yeah, I think we're gonna see something on the United States market pretty soon. So yeah, I don't know what to do with it. I don't need it counter trend. I just let it go. Sovcom flood. Sov stands from Soviet. Soviet commercial fleet. I like how they didn't rename uh, all schoolers. But yeah, I was utterly disappointed by this broker news policy. So I was like, you guys expropriate, and they were like targeting specifically retirement funds, people's retirements. They're like talking specifically about how it's beneficial to have gold in your retirement. Tell me it's not evil. So they're purposefully misleading people, uh, letting people lose their money. Maybe they need to sell themselves. It's not only broker, they also manage funds. It was horrible. It was horrible. And then you see things like that, like when someone tells you like about some conspiracy, what you think is conspiracy, you're like, ah, come on. You're like just we call it the black raven in Russian. Uh, the one who sits on the fence and creaks like I'm gonna die. Um, and then turns out to be right, like Begonia or Cabin in the Woods type of stuff. Um, that type of like revelation I had on Friday, I think. They sent it out on Friday, pretty positive. And I was like, wait, what? Via Hermosa Chavez was right. They do generate negative news environment when they need to buy and positive when they need to sell. So to all the news analysis lovers out there, the best news analysis you can do is like when media is going off about how attractive the asset is, sell, or at least don't buy, and vice versa. And that's terrible. Like no one um, persecutes it. It's just right out there. I'm sure I'm not the smartest kid in the room. There's like plenty of people who see that, including what are they, like SEC, SEC, Stock Exchange Commission, or Security Exchange, whatever they called. Tell me they don't see it because I don't believe it. And how much is it different from like inside trading? It is still, but it's just like fake news, straight up. And Russian trolls has nothing to do with it. I promise you that. I promise you that. I promise you that. Promise you that. Bro. Bro is going low. I don't know what. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Bro is going low. Dune. Look at this beauty. It's so tempting to trade after this volume, but I don't because it can go against you easily. It's called catching falling knives for sure. Mm. That's weird. Yeah, that's like weird. Hurts my eyes. um, da, 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 da. There's no transition extra, so it's change of direction. Very interesting volumes, and it's good for yeah, at least till around here. It's good in continuation of the trend. Yes. Mhm. You know what? Also, I wanted to show you. I wanted to pat myself on the back. Timely recharging, changing, and look at this upthrust. And after the this weekend, Venezuela, it can go. It still would do my hourly trade, as interesting as it is. But like you do, I don't want to make money with such like chances, with such luck. It's not my vibe, you know. By the way, that was on volume, so I would still do my 2 hour on the hourly trade and would not go with my day, but you know, it can go down now. Is it easy? But back to Southern Company. That's a break. That's a break. Though Goldman Sachs tries to compete with Bitcoin. Not quite there yet, but 800 bucks per share. That's a well-cement stock. uh, Not everyone on the stock market can allow themselves to have a Goldman Sachs shares. Technically, it's good in continuation of the trend. So let's be technical. Dun, dun, dun. Dun, dun, dun. Hmm. Progressive Corporation. Also, you see, we closed the cap in December. Slightly before that, it was clear that, like, oh, at least for a correction, this is setting up for a correction. We need to start looking at it short. Yeah, whatever's going on here, that's sign of strengths, and it's a test of sign of strengths. Didn't quite make it to 0.5. And then do-doon, do-doon, do-doon. Um, what is this? Hold on, give me a sec. Boom. This is month of needs to form transition electron and either I think it's a level actually here. It's short now. I don't see any reason to have it on my watch list. It's a break. It's good for continuation of the trend. So I'll put it on, yeah, watch. It's a continuation of the trend. Why did I? Because yeah, it's in a break now. Looking short. I don't know what I'm looking for here. Mm. Yeah, this 0.5 does not make any sense anymore, so something like this. I'm getting tired. Oh, I'm almost there. I think I'm gonna stop here. Yeah, guys, the rest I'll do later. I still have stuff going on for tomorrow. Oh, yeah. Yep, yep, yep. Even, yeah. So we have this thing. Ooh, by the way, you need to do the daily levels on this stuff. It's a short bar, so I'd put it as a sign of strength. Using an old spread, it's um yeah, using an old spread, it's bullish bar, but I don't care. It's bearish bar. It looked like bearish. There's like volume and a big volume that's been applied, and it moved price down. So yeah, you sup. Is the balance? It's not a balance. So last level was here. Yep, bad. What happened with this guy? So um, cues. Boom. Change of direction. It's an interesting time to trade stocks in. KC is annoying. Wasn't like didn't break me even. Like what the heck? Where does it need to go? Throw broke me even on most of my trades. I still have maybe third or a quarter of position of original position left. Somewhere here. Hey. Hopefully it will wiggle me out tomorrow. Markets can react. That's why I also like carrying position over weekend. Yeah, doesn't help. Even overnight. Because shit like this can happen. I'm talking about wars. And I don't mean it like in sarcastic, disrespectful way. It's just a great tragedy for some people. It's horror. And yeah, I mean, innocent civilians suffer. I'm just talking in terms of the market. That's the, the way these events affect the market. That's what I meant when I said shit like this. I don't mean to downplay the tragedy and suffering of the people who have nothing to do with any of this crap. With any of this crap. I also heard some people, like some Venezuelan Americans, are celebrating the Maduro's arrest. And once again, like I'm not saying he's a good. I don't know anything about him. Maybe he's a terrible guy, like most politicians are, by the way. Um, that sounded very professionalist, right? But yeah, like in this regard, I'm professionalist. I think like most high-profile politicians are really bad people. But yeah, maybe he deserves what he gets, but I don't think any country has a right to intervene into a sovereign state and, subdue them to like law that's not even theirs. What the heck? That's a full denial and ignorance of any norms of international law. That's what I think. That's the only way I can see it. So like taking some national of other state to your local domestic court and like pretend you're gonna do justice now. I don't think it can pass any critics. You know what I mean? It's just it's not the way it works. You know what I'm saying? On that note, I'm ready for tomorrow. You guys have a great night to yourself, and I see you tomorrow during the market. I don't think I have anything so for the morning. So yeah, I'll be here probably. So take care. See you tomorrow.